Don't buy into the hype. Or maybe you should. Timing is everything in the card market. A couple years ago, I thought that this Star Wars Kurusawa 101 was extremely underpriced. I spent $16,000 on that card. Everyone told me, idiotic, Daps, you're a moron. Why would you spend $16,000 on that card? I'll tell you more about that in just a minute. The question is, can you outsmart the market and turn cards into cash? Timing the market is not as hard as you think it is. Let's dive in. What is up, everybody? I am Daps here with the one and only Ethan, and we are back for another episode of Up or Down, the show where we track what really moves a card's price up or down. But first, we love our fans and we want to show our appreciation. And we did a giveaway last week. We do a giveaway every week. Remember, all you have to do is subscribe to our channel, like this post, and comment underneath the video, and you're automatically entered every single week. Last week, we gave away this 2017 Aaron Judge rookie card, and this week, we're going to announce the winner right now. Congratulations, Kai502. The Aaron Judge rookie card is yours. Kai also commented that he wants us to talk more mid-2000s football, so that's coming next week's episode. We promise, Kai, we will bring that up and integrate that into the next show. But also, we want to shout out and announce a new sponsor of the Up or Down show who is sponsoring our giveaway going forward. Our new sponsor is Ludex. Ludex Weekly Loot is now our weekly giveaway. Shout out Ludex. Remember, guys, if you have a card collection, make sure you click the link below this video, download the Ludex app, and make sure you enter all your cards into the app. If you have any questions about the app, we're happy to answer. But what it does is it turns your physical card collection into a digital one. And not only does it do that, but it shows you current eBay prices, valuing your collection based on previous eBay sales. Really cool app. You have to download it. Shout out Ludex Weekly Loot. And remember, we'll show you the card that we're giving away for the Ludex Weekly Loot giveaway later this episode. And we're going to start off this weekly giveaway with Ludex with a much bigger card than we normally do. So stick around, like, subscribe, and comment underneath this video. Listen, Ethan, we had a little script written today, but we're just going to throw that script out because there's a lot to talk about. Nope. I bought this 101 Star Wars Kurusawa card back in 2021. I don't even know if you were familiar back then with the card.
Still I'm not.
So anyway, I looked at the market and thought this card was wildly underpriced just because, listen, 2021 was a crazy time. I think we all remember everything was overinflated.
Oh, yeah.
But the way I looked at this card was the Lewis Hamilton rookie card Superfractor had just sold for $900,000. So I walked up to this booth. My buddy Dan, the great curator, had the card. I knew how much he paid for it. He paid $5K. I thought he wanted $50,000, and that was in like a 3-month span. So maybe that was a little overzealous. I don't think that the card would have matured from $5K to $50K in 3 months, but I thought that was going to be his asking price. I walked up to him, and by the way, this is all on YouTube. You can watch this. We filmed the whole thing, which is really cool. And anyway, I walked up to him. I said, how much do you want for the card? He said, I got a $10,000 offer. I said, okay, well, how much do you want? It's got to be a crazy offer, he said. I was like, okay, what's a crazy offer? He's like, probably like $20K. And I'm like, I think I could get this card for less than 20. So we kind of negotiated back and forth, settled at $16K. Go find the YouTube video. Maybe we'll link it below so everybody can watch. What that did was, after I bought the card, everybody online got extremely angry with me in the comments. You're an idiot. You don't know what you're doing. This is overpriced. Now, mind you, there's plenty of Marvel cards that have sold for way more than $16,000 at the time. And since then, we've seen a Magic the Gathering card sell for over $2 million, a 1-on-1. We've seen there was a Mickey
Mouse, $500K.
$500K for a Mickey Mouse card, right? So I just sold this card at the National for $100K, and now all these hate comments are coming in again, right? Oh, what an idiot! How could you spend $100K? Da 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 da. And I'm going, I already lived this, so like I don't care anymore at this point. Like everybody told me that I was stupid back then. They're calling our buddy Steve, Diamond Card Collector, stupid now. But guess what? I think this card is $1 million card, and I'm not talking about today. I'm talking about 5, 10, 20 years, however long it takes to mature. listen, this is something to talk about in the hobby. A 101 is a 101.
Yes, you name your price.
People can overpay, and I'm sure you've seen it many times before.
Yeah, and just like you, I sold a card this weekend that people called me stupid for having and got twice what I paid for it because, it's all speculative at the end of the day. You know your value, and the best reward is when you take stupid shots. Like, the stupidest buys always end up being the most profitable because it's like the cards you buy aren't for everyone, but it's for the right person.
So one guy commented underneath the Dappz post that this was the stupidest buy ever. And we actually flipped him because I don't like to respond to hateful comments with hate. I like to reason with people and see if we could kind of flip them. And Curator jumped in on this too. But I said, stupider than the Mac Jones finite sale? Because again, we're talking about $100,000 price point for a Mac Jones finite. And now what's that worth? $1,000? So we're talking about that card went to zero, right? And the reason is Mac Jones is not good. But guess who's never not going to be good? Luke Skywalker, right? Luke Skywalker is always going to be good.
Undefeated.
Yoda is always going to be good, right? So that's why I bought this card, because the 7 Jedi are on it. By the way, Samuel L. Jackson is on this card.
Yeah,
right? The GOAT, right? Mace Windu. So this card is so beautiful. It has all the key characters on it. And I think this goes back to something we've talked about too, Ethan, which is eye appeal, right? Eye appeal on a card is so important, and I think that it's often not talked about enough when it comes to cards. When cards are pretty, I mean, listen, kabooms are like a variation of comic books, right? Which is art, really.
Yeah.
We've seen comic books sell for millions and millions of dollars, right? A Downtown, another original artwork.
Yeah.
So when I looked at this set, this Galaxy set, what I really thought about it was very similar to 2012 Prism, right? And 2012 Prism is the first year Prism was printed, right?
Yes, correct.
Right? So we've seen that set sell across the board, whether it's Curry, whether it's
Kobe.
LeBron, Kobe, right? These aren't rookie cards. It's the first year of the Prism set, though. This Galaxy set, while it's been around since the 90s, is the first Topps Chrome Galaxy. Right? So when I saw that, I thought, wow, they're going to release Galaxy every year, and this is the first variation of that. 5-10 years from now, this is the best card in the set.
Yeah.
And it's not close. And the way that you determine, by the way, it's the best card in the set, look at all of the parallels, the out of 50, the out of 99, the out of 150, the Atomics, the Mojos, the Purples. This Kurusawa outsells every other card, and it's not even close.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
So when I bought the card for $16K, a couple months later, another Yoda card sold for like $27,000. And I was like,
there you go.
Yep. Now a lesser card sold for more. That was the first sale that I needed to see. And, I didn't want to sell the card. And I think you had a very similar interaction at the National last week with a 101 that you were selling. And it's one of those kind of sentimental value type cards. Because, again, I think that Daps Sports as a business was propelled by the purchase of this sale in the content space, in the collectible space, in the breaking space, all of these things. It really elevated us, and it's cool to be right about this.
It's
you know
always
what I mean?
cool to be right.
It's cool to be right, and the everyone's like, shut up, Daps. It's $100K. Who cares about the sentimental value?
But they don't know.
They don't know. And by the way, what they don't understand is I saw the look on your face when you were selling your 101 a couple days ago, and I had the same feeling.
And right now, you would buy it back for $95K if they gave the opportunity for it. So they don't even know what the real value is. When you do these buys, you don't understand. We took a risk. We fell in love with the card. We made the value. And so this weekend, I sold my Reed Shepherd Green Kaboom 101. I am a huge Reed Shepherd fan. I paid $20K for this card raw, and people looked at me like a psychopath. I ended up gemming it. Could be one of the only PSA 10 rookie Green Kabooms in existence. I got an offer that was so strong that every single person at the table was screaming at me to take it. I right now, if this guy offered me the card back, I'd probably buy it back, and everyone would look at me stupid. But you don't understand. I personally believe that this card could be $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 one day. I don't need you to believe it. My job, I don't buy cards for your opinion. I'm in this industry. I'm in this market, and I know what these cards are worth. I go off my gut, and that's what led me this far. So for your Kurosawa, whatever, for your Star Wars card, for my Reed Shepherd, it's like it's limitless, the potential we can sell these cards for, because we don't know what the market's going to be like in 10 years.
This is an interesting question to pose as well.
Mm-hmm.
How do you value a 1 of 1? And what I'm going to pose before you answer is the out of 150 Atomic of the Kurusawa, if you ever want to learn how to say it.
I will never.
It sold for somewhere, it wasn't two grand, but it was like 1,700 or something like that. And when I did the math on that, I go, okay, well, let me multiply this by 150, right? And the math came out to like 246,000. So I was like, my super is $240,000, right? Now, there's plenty of people in the hobby who are like, that is not how the math works, right? Which is fine, right? But at minimum, I went, okay, well, if I ask for 100K, it's not unreasonable,
No.
right? Based on that. So, and by the way, I also had a 10, an X-Fractor Kurosawa that that had sold for 10 grand. So again, times that by 10, and that's a little bit closer. I think that if you're using a gold sale, it might not 10x exactly, but this is where the question goes to: how do you value a super in relation to the other parallels underneath it?
There's several different ways I do it. Like I mentioned before, there's the Bowen multiplier chart. I bought this weekend a Rocky Sasaki Orange Auto. There was no comp for it, so I took the base, used the multiplier chart, said it was this much. For the Reed Shepherd Kaboom, I looked at other green Kabooms. Unfortunately, there's only 42 rookie Kabooms ever. One sale ever was for the Amin Thompson, and it was an 8. So I don't know what a PSA 10 does. I don't know. A lot of people say that 1 of 1s, if they grade to 10, they don't have a multiplier. Some say they do. So you just take other parallels, other players, and at the end of the day, dude, ask your price. Like, just because I'm asking 100K doesn't mean I won't take 45. Maybe I won't, but shoot your shot, man. Don't understicker your cards. Put the price you are willing to take if someone drops on the table right now. And then if you want to take less, you take less.
So this is the next question I want to ask you, because you just brought up Amin Thompson, I believe, was a PSA 8 green rookie Kaboom.
Yep.
But then your Reed Shepherd's a 10.
Yep.
There's been a lot of comments on the Dappz post about the Kurosawa, which is a 9. Do you think there's any difference in a Superfractor that is a PSA 9 or a PSA 10? I would agree that an 8 and a 10 are different, but I'm curious what you think about a 9 or a 10.
100% it adds value. It's about how much value it adds. I mean, if you're saying the Kurosawa as a 9... Kurosawa. As you're saying the Star Wars card is a 9 compared to other Superfractors that are 10s, and you can compare value on that. But since yours is like the only one of the set, the thing is green Kabooms are different. People collect green Kabooms. So like per se it was a green PMG. The highest grade for a green PMG in the world is probably like a 9 or 10. So if you have a 10 of a bum, it's definitely going to add value because people who collect green PMGs are going to want the 10 of the bum. But if it's already the best player in that set, it shouldn't. Like a Jordan green PMG 8 compared to like a 9 or a 6 or a 7, it's all in the same price range.
So, you know, I've seen a lot of people who collect supers instead of green Kabooms, right? So the argument can still be made, though, in the Galaxy set, like you could collect supers. Right? And then it's 8, 9, 10 on the grades, whatever they are. But the elite card in that set is the elite card in that set. If there was a 1-on-1 in 2012 Prism, right? The LeBron, the Curry, those couple players who are elite, those are the top selling cards. Probably over rookies, too.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because there's no elite rookie. I mean, Kawhi's in that.
Lillard.
AD.
DeMar.
Right? Yeah, but I still don't even see their rookie going for more than a Curry 2012 Prism.
No.
Right? Like true...
And no one's going to oversell Kobe, but these are sports. So, like, you can say LeBron's better than Kobe because they're in the Curry. We're not going to say this Darth Vader card's better than the Yoda card because they don't play against each other, you know? It doesn't add up.
Well, sure, but then my next question that I would pose to you is, like, how would you price out Pokemon?
Well, it's because...
like, that argument contradicts, like, well, Charizard is worth more than...
You know, it's funny you
Venusaur
say that.
And Blastoise, right?
Whenever
like,
I see a set of Pokemon come out and they show you what the full arts are, you're only just guessing what the biggest one is. Like, are the Evolution's going to do more than the Lizard? Is the Lizard going to do more than the Pikachu? Like, I have no clue, but that is just based off eye appeal. So I guess it translates to Star Wars. It's all about eye appeal. Same thing with Yu-Gi-Oh! Same thing with Magic the Gathering. Like, we see record sales in all of them. And if you see, like, the big Lizard in a PSA 10 first edition, and you see an uglier lizard as a PSA 10 first edition, that's just like a yellowed out copy, you're going to want the better eye appeal one. So at the end of the day, it's not about how good you are or what the grade is, it's about how it looks.
Sure. And I think that this Galaxy set is to be compared to Pokemon first editions and 2012 Prism. Right? So I agree with you. There's definitely going to be sets of Galaxy 22, 23, 24 that it's definitely based on eye appeal. And by the way, Topps changed the print. So there's like some of these supers are way more gold.
Yeah.
Right? And some of them aren't. And the ones that I think look more gold are more eye appealing and are going to sell for more. Right?
Same thing with downtowns. Like people like the super downtowns. They don't like the blacks. They don't like the white sparkles. They don't like the clearlies. But it's funny you say that because this year, the clearlies are a whole different artwork than the other three. So now this year, you're going to see that the clearly downtowns are going to outsell the white sparkle downtowns because it's alternative artwork because they look better.
And again, like you just said, this is eye appeal. And it's funny because clearly was such a like low end, like discarded product, right? People will be like, "Oh, you're literally in our stream, you're ripping clearly."
Yeah.
And now once they put the downtown in, the only thing I don't like about this is like, why can't you create a new print? You don't need to put downtown in clearly. Create its own clearly. Like you could have made a sick clearly, like blank slate.
Yeah.
You know, something where it's just clear and it's the player, and you could have made it.
Make it like a Go Nuts or like one of those acetate cards.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and by the way, there's so many cool collaborations, and hopefully this is where Topps gets innovative, where Panini didn't get as innovative. Is like, that's an incredible collab. Dunkin' Donuts with, was it Topps?
It was
Upper
EX. It was Upper Deck. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Upper Deck, right? How does Topps collaborate with a trending brand now? And don't get me wrong, I understand there's Travis Scott, but like. Dunkin' Donuts and Travis Scott are not to be compared.
No.
Like Dunkin' Donuts is a brand that's been around forever.
Yeah.
So what is like? Can Supreme collab with Topps?
Well, Topps already had Murakami this year, which is one of the biggest artwork dealers in the world. I mean, Murakami is one of the greatest artists, and that collab was insane. I think that Topps will keep doing collabs with people, and at this point, man, I think the Panini era is over. Like the production is terrible. Topps is just way more accessible. I know this doesn't add to the whole 101 argument we're talking about, but Topps is going to make us better cards than Panini's going to make us.
Topps is going to outperform Panini. I think that there's so much opportunity with collaboration and the marketing behind it, and Michael Rubin is like the master marketer above anybody else. So, you know, Tom Brady is now at the National, and that's all thanks to Michael Rubin, right?
Yeah.
And then he's also launching Fanatics Fest, which obviously Tom Brady and every other celeb is at too. But because of Fanatics, what I've seen over the last 2 or 3 months is like Fanatics Fest is helping the National, right? And I don't understand a world why it's like Fanatics Fest or the National. Like there's no Fanatics Fest does not need to go after the National and try to bury them. Run Fanatics Fest is a unique, one of a kind thing, right? The National is for sports cards and 5% or 2% Pokemon collectors, right? Or whatever percent you want to call them, but. That show is nothing like Fanatics Fest. And by the way, it's not supposed to be. Like the amount of cards that like you have at your fingertips at the National is insane. Like there's nowhere near that amount of cards at Fanatics Fest.
No.
Right? It's not even close.
Whole different ball game.
Like I just saw Jeff Wilson at for his shop Cards HQ. He purchased $1.1 million in cards at the National. And that was like,
well, that's light. Brian Gray did $5 million.
But that's what I'm saying. Like two guys were like that's $6 million from two guys. There was 100,000 people who went to the show.
Yeah, and the thing is, like Panini and Topps doesn't need a beef. They both can coexist. Like there's always.
You mean the National and Fanatics Fest don't need a beef?
Well,
or
not
Panini
only that,
Topps.
Topps and Panini, like the products, like we can have Panini coming out with products and Topps coming out with products. They don't have to beef with each other and fight over a license. Both could have the license and both can make product, but they're not. I feel like the war between Fanatics Fest and National and Panini and Topps and all these competitive companies is only helping our market.
Competition is great, and I think a perfect world is like Panini and Topps both have the license, and they're both producing different sets, and then the market determines what the most valuable cards are, and then it's like artwork will truly determine, right?
And scarcity, and also like we're not only talking about Panini and Topps. Like look at Yu-Gi-Oh, for example. They had that the Make-A-Wish card that came up for sale from the 101. The guy that someone, you can look into this, I forget the name of the card, but some kid 20 years ago had a Make-A-Wish, and his dream was to make a Yu-Gi-Oh card just for himself. It's the only one-on-one Yu-Gi-Oh card ever. did like 250K in auction, and some people were going to look at that and be like, 250K is super expensive for a Yu-Gi-Oh card, and I generally think it's a multi-million-dollar card that I would buy for where it sold for last. And making these rare cards like Yu-Gi-Oh, I mean like a Pokemon, they have their Illustrator cards that are super low number, or Magic the Gathering, they have the Lotus that's super hard to find. Like, rare cards are rare cards. Any company can make them, and it doesn't matter what they are. It's just as long as the eye appeal is there, it's gonna sell for crazy numbers.
And speaking of eye appeal, we have our Ludex weekly giveaway, the inaugural. And this card is absolutely sick. It's the biggest card we've ever given away. Shout out Ludex for partnering with us and sponsoring this show. This is a Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama. It's like saying Kurusawa.
Yeah.
It's a Wemby stained glass valued at right around $600. Is that fair to say, Ethan?
Yep.
$600 raw stained glass out of Mosaic. This is a Prism, guys. $600. This is the card that's up for grabs this week in our giveaway. All you have to do, subscribe to our channel, Daps Sports, like this video, and comment beneath. Comment anything you want. We prefer if you comment what you want to see in a future episode. That will help us out. We appreciate all you guys for watching. And shout out to our new sponsor, Ludex. All right, Ethan, let's get to the segment that everybody wants to see. What are we buying this week?
I'm starting off the episode on a card that I'm definitely not buying. A card that we should look at and be like, this card is going to be a disaster. It is the Chet Holmgren Black 101. And I know he's an NBA champion, but you know how little of an effect he had on his team? I mean, Jalen Williams carried, Casey Wallace and Lou Dort and Hartenstein. These were all bigger impact players than Chet. This card is going to do crazy numbers because there's a lot of stupid idiots out there who invested in Chet and want to protect their assets. But at 42K already, that's before buyer's premium. It's a 60K card.
What should Chet's true 1-of-1 Black Prism sell for?
It should not go up one more bid. This is a bad buy. Do not buy Chet. He's a 7-foot giraffe who's just going to break his leg one day.
I don't disagree with him getting injured because historically guys this size always get injured. 42K for this Black 101. I think we saw the Halliburton go to 120-ish, somewhere around there. So how high can Chet really go? He's the number 2, not even the number 2. He's the number 3, 4, 5 option on his own team.
Yeah, dude, he doesn't play defense. He doesn't rebound. He's kind of scores a little bit, but at best case scenario, he's Kristaps Porzingis. And Kristaps Porzingis Black wouldn't do 20K.
Yeah, I think that because he won the championship, there's obviously a premium on him. I do think he rebounds. I do think he blocks. I do think he can get a bucket. He could shoot a 3. But he doesn't have to be the guy who does all those things. He just has to, hustle occasionally, get an offensive rebound, get a putback. SGA is doing the bulk. Jalen Williams is coming in if SGA isn't on any given night. And they got listen, his defense he's kind of like Wemby, bro.
Dude, Wemby led the league in blocks, almost led the league in blocks, and played half a season. This guy is a perimeter defender. He doesn't even bang down low.
Yeah, but I think his average is pretty close to Wemby in terms of blocks per game.
Dude, this card's going to go for 100K, and this is a sidekick. This is not a main character.
Listen, I'm not arguing with that this card going for 100K is a horrible buy.
No, and whoever listed the card is genius. Get rid of this. Good job. I'm just blaming the person who's going to buy it because you're losing money, and I'd rather have half of a Halliburton Black in this.
What do you think you need to pay for this card to make money?
You'd have to subtract 10K from the price it's already at.
So if you could get this card for 30K, you think you can make a couple bucks on it?
Right now at buyer premium, it's at 60K. If I can get it for 50K, sure, I can make a little bit of money, but why risk it? Big guys don't sell. I know that. I collect big guys, but the big guys I collect win games and put in the work and have a good skill set. Chet is just a lanky wing who can kind of shoot a little bit.
All right, what's the next card, Ethan?
Okay, the next card is a real big man. It's the Nikola Jokic Green
Wow,
Kaboom.
you're just on 101s this week.
So this auction is loaded. If you, this is not I'm not paid to say this, but you guys got to look at Alt's auction. They dropped $5 million in cash advances, and they only cash advance 50% of the money, so they got $10 million of cards coming to auction. They got some bangers. You think these 2 cards I'm showing you are the best cards in the auction? They're not even top 10. This is a Green Kaboom Nikola Jokic from this year. Sure, it's a PSA 7. But, you don't buy the grade, you buy the card. We just talked about it for 101s. This card is ridiculously cheap because Jokic, remember, no patch autos as a rookie year, not in a ton of product, and just a cool looking card. I think this card's going to go for way lower than what it should. And I just told you, I sold the Reed Shepherd for $44K. I love Reed Shepherd, don't get me wrong, but Nikola Jokic is the best player in the league by far.
I'm buying this card at this price or 1/3 the price over Chet all day.
Well, remember, Wemby of this year did $100K. I heard privately Paolo Banchero did 60, 70. Not the rookie, this year. Jokic is better than both those guys.
For sure.
I'll take this card for 30, 40K. It's worth that. Jokic is him. Let's give him the credit he deserves.
He really is, and he's so disrespected in our market, which is really insane. And I think he needs another championship to really like propel his price. But there's a lot of talks about him potentially going to the Lakers. He's not re-signing. I have no idea what's going to happen. But Luka and Joker would be insane, number one. And number two, like, who would even win MVP? I don't know how Joker doesn't, but also Luka, I don't know. I don't even want to talk about that because it's so insane. But I also could see, listen, Denver was 1 game away from winning, and being in the finals again. So it's not impossible or unrealistic to think that Joker will get back to the finals next year and win another championship.
Jokic is the best buy in basketball, hands down.
Okay.
This one is super special.
What's this card?
If you guys buy this from me, I'll be so upset. This is my card. I owned this card for 3 or 4 years.
This exact number?
This exact card. There's 2 in the world, and this one was mine. I traded it to a person who lied to me and said, I'm building a rainbow for it. And then Fanatics Fest got rid of it. I would try and hunt this card down since then. This is my BGS 10 Red Mahomes. I'm going to win this back. And if you guys bid against me, we're not friends anymore.
Liars in the sports card hobby. Who are they?
Well, actually, the guy who did this is a big influencer. I don't want to rat him out like this, but he knows who he is, and he already apologized, and I'm still pretty butthurt. I tried buying this back from the guy he traded with.
But did you sell it because it was at such a premium? Like, why did you get rid of it?
He showed me the blue, the green, the gold, the white sparkle, and I was like, well, this is actually really cool. This card deserves to go with you. I wouldn't have traded it any other way. I did great on the trade. I made a fortune. We're not talking about that. But I gave it to him, and his excuse was like, oh, I forgot. Or like, oh, I wanted this card more. Liar. You know who you are. You know who you are. You post these YouTube videos.
Liar.
I saw you at National. We're still friends, but that was really disrespectful. I need my card back.
Okay, so it's at $9,500, 18 bids. Pop 2 is insane on BGS 10. And what are we thinking this ends at?
I'm going to win it back at $16K.
What did you sell it for?
What did I trade for it? I got more than that, but I got lucky because the card that I traded for went up significantly after I traded for it.
Not that I don't want to say Mahomes is down. First off, this is like a color match to the T, right?
My favorite card.
And the other thing is, not to say Mahomes is down, but like I think people are down on Mahomes because he lost the Super Bowl, which is extremely foolish because if Mahomes wins the Super Bowl any year, is anyone surprised?
No. Oh, and also he's terrible, guys. You don't want this card. He's not good at football.
Jalen Hurts is the best
This card
quarterback.
sucks. Like, it's just a
better.
bad card. Yeah, just don't buy it. So I can win.
What's the next card, Ethan?
Okay, the next card is
Love this
a
one.
LeBron Gold 2018 and a PSA 10. I know 2018 doesn't stand out for anyone, but it's the last year Kobe was ever in Panini products. And this is one of the better sets of Prism. This card's going to end low because I looked at it, and there's tons of LeBron running at one time. So this one might be one that goes under the radar. Gold Prism any year LeBron, Kobe, Curry is going to be a great hold in the future. I mean, once they stop printing them and Topps starts bringing back Topps Chrome, you're going to remember that just the shiny good cards with no autos and patches are great holds. Like the eye appeal. Like we said, it's shiny cardboard. I know patches and autos are cool and all because you want to be closer to the player, but the shiny cardboard looks better.
So I've been collecting Kobe for years and years and years. He's one of my PC guys, but I also have made big mistakes in the card market saying, no, I don't want to sell right now. I had this Anthony Richardson, you've seen it, PSA 1010, rookie. It wasn't even the true black auto. It was the Prism no huddle. I had either a 25 or 30K offer on it. I passed because based on the math I did, I thought it was worth 40 or 45. And I thought I could have got another 5 or 10K. I think the true had done like 80 or 90. So I was like, I should be able to get half that. Right? That was kind of the way I looked at it. Fast forward, Anthony Richardson gets injured. It's worth maybe 5K now. Maybe less. I don't know. Now, can it go back up? Sure. but I should have sold that card. Another scenario was during the boom, the 21 boom, I was buying Kobe rookies at somewhere around 1,500, and I'm talking about paper tops, not chrome, 1,500 to 1,800. Those cards went to 10K, Ethan. 10K, and there's like thousands of these PSA 10. I didn't sell any of them. I think I had 10 of them. They came back down to like 2,500 or 3K, and I sold them then. So I still made money, but like there's just reactions to the market, and you have to know when to let cards go. So this past week at the National, we were at this big trade night, right, with a lot of high-end buyers, and I laid out all my cards on the table, and I had a bunch of Kobe, and I really didn't want to sell any of the Kobe because I PC it, but this is where I will put a little flyer out to the hobby. When a market is super hot and you're getting 2x or 70, 80% on a card that you purchased a couple years ago or even a year ago, it's not the worst thing to sell it because, again, I moved 5 Kobe's, right? I'm going to be on the look for these over the next couple years and buy them back. And I took my profits off the top, and then if I can buy them back for what I bought them for originally, because Kobe's market, it doesn't make sense right now why it's hot, right? Like, what's going on? Why is it so hot? I don't get it. I just think they're long-term, Kobe's a great hold, but I think there will be pockets of time where Kobe dips a little bit. Right? Yeah. And same thing with Jordan and same thing with Brady.
It's going to uptrend. Like right now it's on an uptrend, but there will be a drop before it uptrends again.
Sure.
There will be other buying opportunities for Kobe Bryant. I am super high on him. It's because he passed away and won't be in the products anymore, but there will be a time where it goes down.
This next card is disgusting.
Yeah, so this was a card I purchased like 3-4 years ago when it was sealed. So whoever got that card decided to put it in an SGC slab, which is going to help me buy it again. None of the big dogs are going to buy this card because it's SGC. But you crack this out and put it in PSA slab, and it's worth automatically more than what you paid for it.
Even a PSA 9.
Yeah, so we've got the Contenders 101 throwback rookie auto of Joe Burrow. I know people don't love inserts, but the throwbacks and Contenders is one of the prettier inserts there are. I think this card, I remember appraising it at 30K. It's not going to do close to that anymore, but at under 10K, this is a great buy.
I have a question. Do you think that this has been to PSA yet?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure someone got a PSA 7 and decided to repurpose into an SGC slab.
But you also should be able to go on the Pop report and check.
Yeah, you can definitely go into the PSA database and find out, or if it's BGS too.
Yeah, well, also, like, that will determine if you are going to crack it or not. Because, listen, an SGC 9.5, like, I don't hate grade. That.
No.
If I could get a PSA 9, I'll crack it. But if it's a PSA 7, no. I'm leaving it.
The guy who owned it messed up. This card was sealed. This was a redemption. So whoever cracked out the redemption definitely already lost money on it. So
Sure.
Shame on you.
Shame on you.
We're back with some sticker autos. We got some 2019 Passing the Torch, one of our favorite sets. But we have Mahomes, Manning, Brady.
Hold on. Where does this come out of?
This comes out of Elite.
Elite, right.
This comes out of Elite, and it's been coming out of Elite for 20 years now.
Why does it not say 2019 Elite on the top of this slab?
Because the set is just so... Maybe it's not from Elite in this year, but it usually is an Elite.
I mean, this is the disgusting triple auto, by the way.
Disgusting. And honestly, so look at the numbers of the Mahomes Brady dual flawless auto. They've been soaring up. Someone's buying all of them. This is the closest thing you can get, and it's for 1/10 of the still. And you got Peyton Manning on it. It's not like they threw some bullshit quarterback on there. You got my generations. These are the 3 best quarterbacks I've ever seen, and it's not even close.
You could argue, that these are the 3 best ever. I mean, Montana too, but like you could still make an argument. And
but being born in the 90s, these are the only 3 guys we ever knew.
Oh,
I mean,
sure.
Drew Brees is cool, but I mean, these are the top 3. And
and Peyton Manning won, I think, 5 MVPs, and like up until a certain point, it was like who's better, Peyton or Tom? Until Tom just completely took over, and now Mahomes. We'll see what he does to shake things up, but.
Yeah, this card has ran a few times, and at the price it's at now, like it's a lot less than it was. So
what do you think it ends at?
I think it's got to be 12K.
I think this is a incredible long-term hold.
Incredible.
Like really, really potential of this card.
You might have 20 Super Bowls on one card at the end of this.
All right, what else you got?
So we always talk about PMGs. Another part of this set is the Star Rubies, which I don't get to show you guys enough. So we have a 98 Star Rubies Shaq and a BGS 9. First off, BGS 9, great grade for Star Rubies. Second, Shaq, not a lot of great cards. Star Rubies, PMGs are his best cards. I love the look at it. I know the scan doesn't show it, but it's really pretty. It almost has like a dragon scale texture.
It looks
to
a little dark.
Yeah, because It has like a dragon skill where you move side to side, where it shows like a ruby, which is
I can see it. I'm just like, I wish they would do a better job.
also
like,
number to 50. Pretty sure one of the highest graders of the set. Shaq stuff is gonna be up next. Kobe stuff is spiking. Shaq should join him.
So I don't think I ever told you this, but this is kind of like the era that I really collected in the late 90s, and Fleer Metal was like my favorite. I have a binder full of cards that went into storage 6 or 7 years ago in New York, and I still have not been able to access that. So like, I don't know what's in there, but
the cheapest Star Ruby and the cheapest PMG are still a few thousand.
I don't think I had any PMG, but like if I had a Ruby or something interesting, like this was the stuff that I collected, right? So Fleer Metal was my favorite. I definitely had all those like nuts and bolts cards. Like I can see a page in my binder of all that stuff.
Cool.
Now there's questions are, did I take care of them? Probably not, right? Could I potentially have ripped them out of packs and put them right into the binder and they stayed there? Maybe.
Doubt
Maybe, but even if they did, like that doesn't mean they're gonna be dimes.
These are not like the grades are not important. Like you might have a diamond in the rough. You can even find like I saw an Eddie Jones did like 3K the other day.
Right.
You'll be fine if you find a couple of those. It'll pay for your flight there and back.
And I'm also I mean, listen, the best card I could have in Pokemon is a Blastoise first edition, which I don't know how much that does, but I definitely did not have a Zard, and I just want to get to that binder, man.
Yep, let's go.
Got any more?
So I know you don't like Andrew Nemhard. This is Prism Gold and a PSA 10, and you could probably go back and find this card for $600 at one point. But this guy is a baller.
He's a baller.
He can hoop, man. And next year, no Miles Turner, no Tyrese Halliburton. He's probably guaranteed to have 20 points a game. You can get this card right now for $2K. All people forget. And next year, when he's averaging 20 points, you can sell it for $10K.
I honestly think that the smartest move a lot of people in the hobby can do that is like sort of this no-brainer, which I feel like not a lot of people do, is buy these eBay alt auctions of like a gold prism, for example, and if the player does perform well, golden.
Yeah, and also if it goes down, who cares? It's only going to go down a couple $100. What do you hell have to lose?
Right, and I completely agree with you too that if Nembhard did go on a crazy run, you get this for 5, 6K, whatever it is, you put it on gold and it's going for 20.
Yeah,
you're getting a 3x.
Yeah, and if you go down for the season the first week. You got this card for $3K. It's like $2,200 now.
Right.
What's $800?
Sure.
Yeah, a lot to win on these cards. It's also a color match. And it's a good player. It's like at alt, this card's not going to do a lot, so you can pick it up for a good price.
We've pulled this card before.
Have we?
Yeah.
I love the Tiger color match.
It's so sick.
Yeah, 2021 select field level Tiger, Jamar Chase.
Don't you have Burrow in this card?
I have the Burrow. There's only 2 in the world. I had it at Nationals. Everyone laughs at me when I tell them my sticker.
What is your sticker?
I'm asking $20K for it. If it's the last sale from my Joe Burrow, for the record, one sale ever, $15K BGS 95, 2 months after the product came out. So it's been 5 years and this card hasn't arisen yet. It's the perfect color match. It's super scarce. You can argue it's better than an NTRPA. NTRPA sell every week. My card never sells.
Well, first off, having a tiger and a Bengal is insane because it's more than a color match.
Yes.
It's like an exact team match.
Like they made it for the card.
Number 2, the only thing that I think you really have in your favor here is that it's a pop 2. It's a pop 2. And it
should be a pop 2, but I might have graded it 3 times. But there's 2 in existence.
So what do we think it is, though, if it's not a pop 2?
I think there might be 3 or 4 of them. I actually have an opinion that they were backdoored and they never came out of the packs.
Whether it's a 2 or a 4, if it's under 5, it's the same thing.
It's the rarest card Joe Burrow has. It's also the best looking card Joe Burrow has. His second year Tigers do a couple grand. His lower levels do like $5,000. I think 20K is super reasonable, and if you don't buy it, I don't give a fuck because I'll hold that card for years, and when he's in the Super Bowl, I'll sell it for $50. So do me a favor, don't buy it. Like my Reed Shepherd Kaboom, I don't care about selling it. Same thing with your Kurusawa. Like we don't care about selling it because we know one day I'm gonna get my number.
Sure. And by the way, like I'm a firm believer that Burrow can win a Super Bowl.
I know 100%. He can.
And if he does, like I hope you're selling it the week before.
Oh yeah, it will be on auction weeks before. So who doesn't like a good gamble?
We gotta gamble to end the show.
Select XRC Gold Mystery.
Oh my god!
You know, I really think that it's either JJ McCarthy or Michael Penix. Because who else could it really be? Because all the other quarterbacks don't autograph. Are they going to give me a defensive lineman autograph? Sure, but it's only at $500. Let's roll the dice, see who I can get for this.
Well, listen, let's talk about Penix and McCarthy real quick. McCarthy has Justin Jefferson, and Justin Jefferson, it doesn't matter in his career who the quarterback was, he's balling. So he's automatically going to make J.J. McCarthy elevated to whatever this level is, right? And they're going to be decent. Really tough division, plays indoors. So there's a lot of factors going in, but the Vikings were really good last year. I don't think they should regress too much going from Darnold to J.J. McCarthy unless J.J. McCarthy stinks. Moving over to Penix. I feel kind of good about Penix in a weird way because arguably the worst division in the NFL right now is the NFC South. The Panthers stink. The Bucs, I like Baker, but like
I think
they're not scary, right? Like they could miss the playoffs or they can make the playoffs. You have the Saints who stink, and we don't even know who their quarterback is. And then you have the Falcons.
Yeah.
And the Falcons have all the weapons. If Penix is an actually decent quarterback, the Falcons are going to look good. They're going to win the division, and Penix is going to get the credit. So I like taking Penix as a flyer, and I also like this. So this is a gold.
Well, yeah, and also you can kind of look into it and try to figure out who it is beforehand. But think about Penix. If you look at this YouTube video, type up Michael Penix as a righty. You can watch that film, and you're like looking at Michael Vick. It's insane. He has the arm power, the speed, the accuracy. But he's a lefty, and he has a demon of Kirk Cousins sitting behind him. I just wouldn't invest in a guy who's A, a lefty, and B, has a great backup quarterback who's making hundreds of millions of dollars. McCarthy, on the other hand, will get a lot of run, but wasn't even a good collegiate quarterback. I can't imagine being a good pro quarterback. Your best bet is this Mystery Redemption XRC is just like not even an XRC, like it's a Patrick Mahomes auto or something silly like that, you know? That's your best bet. Going after the quarterbacks. It can also be a guy who is not in the XRC sets, who they're like, oh shit, let's put him in there and make that Mystery Redemption. Like some random no-name who pops up next year.
How long does it take to get your card back from Panini on an XRC redemption? If you do win this bid on the XRC, when do you physically have this card in your hand?
So
what's the date?
I hate Panini customer service. I gave them a stack of 150 redemptions on National, and they gave me one black box for it. $7K in redemptions. I got a Luka Doncic auto. They suck. I have redemptions waiting for months. You either have to pay someone off or just wait years. Luckily, this year the non-autos came out pretty quickly, which makes no sense because all you gotta do is click print and send them.
Wait, let me ask you something though. If you came back 3 or 4 times with like, here I have 20 at a time, what would they have given you?
They told me to fuck off the first 3 times. They told me to get lost every time, and eventually I found one girl who would trade me our redemptions because every year and prior it's worked the same way.
No, but what I'm asking you is, because you brought 150 at once, had you changed your strategy
to
and
20
brought like
at a time?
20 at a time, like would they have given you more products?
I don't think so, because the first time I went, they told me nothing I can do for you. Second time I went, nothing I can do for you. Third time I went, nothing I can do for you. The last time, the girl's like, here, I'll take him. And I wasn't going to risk just bringing these all home with me. So, yeah, I could have gave her 20 and come back and see if she gave me more. But they're scumbags. Like, Panini is a shady, scummy company. Their customer service is terrible. The people that work there are underpaid, and they have no honor. They screw people left and right, and I have nothing good to say about them. Sorry. But back to the XRCs, the regular XRCs you'll get back pretty quickly. The autos you can wait years for. I had a Javonte Williams gold XRC auto, waited 2.5 years for it, and then they slid me a black box for it. Like, what's the point, man? Why are you giving me redemptions for cards that never hit? That's why Dappz is going to take over, because they actually give you the redemptions. Their customer service is amazing.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Up or Down. I am your host, Dappz, with our co-host, Ethan the Great. Remember, the Ludex weekly giveaway will happen every single week. They are new proud sponsors of Up or Down. We appreciate everyone at Ludex for helping us out. And we want to make sure that everyone enters the giveaway. Again, remember, the first Ludex weekly loot giveaway is this stained glass Victor Wemby. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to our channel, Daps Sports, and comment beneath this video to enter the giveaway. This is a $600 card, guys, and all you have to do is like the video, subscribe, and comment underneath. We appreciate everybody for watching, and we'll be back next week with another episode of Up or Down.